All right, man. Spurs beat the Lakers 107 to 91, and we did it, man. We beat the Lakers again. Second time we beat them on the season. First time, first time the Lakers beat us, we didn't have Wemby, and they beat us. Then we played them again. I still don't think we had Wemby, but they didn't have Austin Reeves, and we beat them. Now we play them again, and they're missing LeBron James and Austin Reeves. So what can we take away from these games? Not a whole lot, to be honest. I heard one of the announcers saying that they were mentioning how each team is always missing players when we play, so we can't take too much away from these matchups. But with that being said, Los Angeles is really close to us in the standings. It's good to see us give them a loss and kind of get a little more separation in the 2 seed that we're sitting in right now. My first takeaway from the game though is Luka Doncic is just an incredible offensive player. He reminds me of like LeBron James when he was in Cleveland, if LeBron James didn't really have any athleticism and he loved shooting step back threes. Luka was just incredible. I mentioned before, I don't so much like Luka's play style. It's more a game to game thing. There's some games when he is just trying to draw a foul literally on every single play, just trying to foul bait and just flopping his ass off and just crying to the refs anytime anybody touches him. I didn't feel like that during this game. We'll get to the player stats in a second. Luka shot a shit ton of free throws, but watching the game, if y'all got to watch the game, I hate to say it, a lot of them were just legit fouls. He does an excellent job of just drawing fouls, and a lot of them just are legit fouls. There was at least probably 6 free throws he took where I didn't think he got fouled, but he's just going to get the benefit of the whistle. It does frustrate me when Luka, we barely touch him, he's going to the free throw line, then Stephon Castle gets the shit hacked out of him on the other end, then he doesn't get free throws. But again, this game wasn't really that bad as far as that goes. A lot of the times we were just fouling Luka, just getting our hand in the cookie jar, bumping him and things like that. And it's can be frustrating to watch, but this game was just an offensive masterclass by Luka. He looked incredible out there. He wasn't trying to foul bait and flop a whole lot this game. He was just getting buckets and just getting insane assists. And it reminds me of, again, like a younger LeBron James, minus the athleticism. If y'all remember LeBron James in Cleveland, when he didn't have a good roster around him, he just throw them on his back and drag them to the conference finals year in and year out. I don't think Luka could drag this team to the conference finals, to be honest, because you'd have to go through probably Houston, the Thunder, the Spurs, one of those 3 teams just to make it. I didn't even mention the Nuggets. I don't think they have to go through one of those teams just to make the conference finals, where LeBron was dragging the Cavs through a weaker Eastern Conference. But basically, my point is they remind me of each other as far as how they orchestrate the offense, how they run the pick and roll. Luka just gets 2 feet in the paint pretty much whenever he wants, like nothing. We collapse with like 3 defenders, and he makes like an insane fucking behind the head pass for an open corner three. And Luka's just amazing, dude. Again, I can't say enough good things about Luka this game. One more thing I was gonna say, he had like 6 free throws he shot where I didn't think it was fouls. If y'all remember, one of them, Stephon Castle's behind him. Stephon Castle has his hand on Luka's hip. He's touching his hip. He's not pushing him anywhere, but Luka goes up. Stephon Castle feels him starting to go up. Luka's trying to bump his chest. Stephon's on his hip behind him. Luka's trying to go up and get that bump like he always does. Stephon's touching his hip, but he's not redirecting him. Luka goes up. Castle pulls both of his hands up, but doesn't touch Luka at all. Goes up and he gets an and one. If y'all remember that play, if we would have challenged the play, then it would have still got called a foul because Stephon Castle is touching his hip. I think it probably still gets called a foul. That one was a marginal contact in my opinion. That one should not have been called a foul. There's another one where Jeremy Sohan is chasing him on the hip. Same thing. Luka goes up. Jeremy's like straight up vertical behind him. Luka goes up and he kind of scrapes Sohan. Luka kind of jumps backwards and bumps into him. I don't think that should have been called a foul either, but Luka takes like 15 plus free throws this game, and I hate to say it, but a lot of them he just was legitimately getting fouled. Moving on though, this is the lead chart. My buddy from work was telling me you saw the final score. Spurs win by 16 points. Yeah, 107 to 91. We win by 16 points. My buddy at work is saying, oh, I saw the score. Spurs look like they kind of blew the Lakers out. Looked like they won by a lot. I guess we kind of did, but felt like we were in control of the game for the most part. For most of the game, we were in control at least, but we didn't dominate the game by any means. I was never really scared we were gonna lose so much, but Luka's just so good. you just have to respect the Lakers. Both teams are coming off a back-to-back. Both teams played like they were coming off a back-to-back, but they're missing Austin Reeves, they're missing LeBron James, and we just did enough to win the game like we should have. But here's our little lead tracker. The purple is the Lakers. Lakers' biggest lead was 4 points, and here's our second half, the third quarter, fourth quarter. Spurs pretty much just dominated for most of the second half. The Lakers never got the lead in the second half, but right here they cut it down. They cut it down to like 7 points. It was right there. It was a 10-point game with maybe like 4 minutes left or so. There was never really any point in the game until maybe the last like 3 minutes. We made some big shots. Wemby made two clutch jumpers down the stretch. He had that little fadeaway off the bank, hit another fadeaway that managed to get a roll and go in. So, once it was fourth quarter time, we still needed Wemby to make some clutch shots. If you look at the final score again, you probably just think Spurs just dominated the game. The Spurs just blew the Lakers out, but they really didn't. It was a really good back and forth game throughout the game. We'll get to the player stats here in a second. I mean, that's awesome. We hold the Lakers to 91 points. That's great defense. Watching the game, honestly, let me know if y'all agree. I was watching Luka. He's going off. He's just dominating the first half. We still have the lead at the end, but he's just amazing on offense. Just getting the Lakers just quality offensive possession after possession after possession. That's what I say when people want to put Wemby up there with like the top five offensive players in the NBA. I just don't think he's there. It's SGA, Luka, Jokic, I guess Giannis, probably one other player I'm forgetting, but those guys, SGA, Luka, Joker, those types of guys, you just give them the ball and they're just going to get you quality offensive possession after quality offensive possession. You're just going to get good look after good look after good look. And you saw with Luka out there, the type of offensive possessions the Lakers were getting just off of Luka's gravity and his playmaking. They're just getting really, really high quality offense. Not to say Wemby will never get there. I think he will get there, but Wemby's not at the point where we can just give Wemby the ball every offensive possession and just say, all right, Wemby, make a play for yourself or get one of your teammates a wide open three. Wemby's not there yet offensively. Luka, he's just an incredible playmaker. My point I was going to make, though, Luka's going off. He's playing great in the first half, and I was just thinking, Luka normally starts off hot. He normally has a good first quarter, normally has a good second quarter. We're both coming off back-to-back, so I was thinking to myself, and I was right. I was thinking Luka's going to run out of gas. He can't do this the entire four quarters for the entire game and will the Lakers to victory against our Spurs team that's so talented. He may have been able to do this. He had like 38, 10, and 10. He may have been able to do this and, drag the Lakers to victory against a less talented team, but we just have too much talent on the team. And Luka, sure enough, he ran out of gas down the stretch of the game. He just couldn't do enough in the third and fourth quarter. And honestly, if Luka was still going off, there's just no reason for us to have lost this game. And thankfully, we didn't lose the game. But yeah, we have 107. They have 91. We won by 16 points. Again, if you watch the game, it was not a blowout. Wemby's making clutch shots with less than 3 minutes in the game. The game was still up in the air in like the final 3 minutes of the game. We have 50 rebounds. They have 45. We beat them on the glass. 24 assists to 16 assists. Luka had 10 assists. The Lakers, they're just not shit without Luka, LeBron, Austin Reeves. Those guys are such amazing playmakers. They can get the Lakers to like another level. A lot of people are calling the Lakers fraudulent contenders just because of their lack of defense. They have really, really bad defenders. Luka, Austin Reeves. LeBron's 41. He's the best defender out of their big three, so that kind of says something. But, that's horrible for Luka to have 10 assists. The Lakers only have 16 assists as a team. Again, if y'all watch the game, it was just literally just everything was Luka Doncic. I think they scored, I want to say it was like 51 points in the first half, and Luka Doncic scored or assisted on 38 of their 50 points. So he's just an incredible offensive engine. But we have the 24 assists. We do beat them in assists. We obviously had better ball movement. I still felt like our offense was stagnant a lot of the game. We come out, we'll play down to the level of our competition, and we'll play up to the level of our competition. And I feel like we kind of played down to the Lakers level. Again, Luka just made their offense look so good. We end up winning by 16 points. So, it's not like we didn't win by double digits because we did at the end of the day, but we should have blown them out by 20 points, to be honest. We didn't run our offense very well. we were pretty stagnant on offense, and we didn't have our best game defensively either, and that's crazy to say because the Lakers only scored 91 points. Our whole game plan was just swarm Luka, throw double and triple teams at Luka. If the rest of y'all boys can make 15, 20 threes, between y'all, then hats off, y'all beat us. But we just kind of know the Lakers don't have enough talent around Luka to beat us just with their role players. We have 10 steals, they have 9, so we beat them in the steals. Nothing crazy. We have 5 blocks, they have 2 blocks. They were getting so many high quality looks. There wasn't a lot of opportunities for us to block shots. But with that being said, Wemby, he pinned the shit out of Luka's shot on the glass. Wemby had a couple other nasty blocks as well. They have 17 turnovers. We have 14 turnovers. We had a lot of careless turnovers. I want to say Stephon Castle had a handful of turnovers again. So, we're still just learning how to be cohesive as a team. We haven't had our whole lineup out there healthy for probably not even 10 games altogether this season. We're still missing Devin Vassell, and we see all the things he does, especially when he's missing. We're really missing that mid-range presence that can just come off of screens and just catch and shoot in the mid-range. We're missing our extra three-point shooter. We're missing what Devin Vassell provides defensively, and we all know Vassell is amazing, and we really see how bad we're missing him now that he's out. But I thought we could have done a better job taking care of the ball, but the Lakers have more turnovers than we do, so at least we won the turnover battle. We shoot 49% from the field. They shoot 40% from the field. We're 16% from three, just absolute ass. The Lakers are 23% from three. They shoot 23% from three, and we still find a way to shoot worse than them. Just terrible. We'll get to the player stats in a second. De'Aaron Fox has been really cold from three. Don't even get me started on Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes has been just terrible. Julian Champagnie, I'm starting to get my confidence back in Julian Champagnie. I never totally lost my confidence in Julian Champagnie. Never totally lost my confidence in De'Aaron Fox, but we'll get to the player stats in a second here. We'll get to that later. 82% from the free throw line, so that's good. They shoot 63% from the line. They were really bad from the free throw line. The commentator, they made a cool observation. They said Luka's never shot 80% or higher from the free throw line in his career, and that's really surprising to hear that stat. We have 66 points in the paint. They have 40 points in the paint, so we just absolutely destroyed them in the paint, as we should. They have DeAndre Ayton out there. Jackson Hayes played. Jackson Hayes had a nasty reverse alley-oop from Luka. That was disgusting, but we have Wemby. We have Luke Cornett. Keldon Johnson's a bully out there. We're just getting into the paint at will all game long. It's just a layup line. The Lakers are just horrible at defense. They have 10 second chance points. We have 6. That's kind of crazy. We normally win second chance points. We shot 48% from the field, so we had a good shooting night. Not too many missed shots for us to rebound on the offensive glass. They have 15 fast break points. We have 12. I would like to see us win the fast break points battle. You'd think we would have won that pretty handily, especially with LeBron and Austin Reeves being out. But they beat us on the fast break points battle, but no big deal there. Moving on to the stats. Marcus Smart has 2 points. Vanderbilt has 4 points. Jake LaRavia, I like Jake LaRavia. He plays good defense. He's a nice 3-and-D player. He has 16 points. DeAndre Ayton has 9 points and 6 rebounds. Dalton Connect is 0 for 5 from 3. Since they traded Dalton Connect and brought him back to Los Angeles, it would crush my confidence as well, but he just has not been good. Gabe Benson has 6 points. If your name wasn't Luka Doncic, you didn't really do shit out there. Luka had 38 points. He had 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 steals. He does have 7 turnovers, so when we play Luka, we force him into a lot of turnovers. Again, he shoots the 16 free throws. He's 10 for 16 from the line, 2 for 9 from 3. And again, 50% from the field. He's 13 for 26. Takes 26 shots, scores 38 points. He's an amazing offensive player. Has the 10 assists as well. Just really good playmaking for all his boys. If anybody made a shot, it was probably off of a fucking Luka Doncic assist, because the Lakers, they're just a trash team, to be honest. Lakers fans would probably even agree with that. They're built around Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis gets traded. Luka Doncic gets brought in with all these pieces that were supposed to complement Anthony Davis. Now Luka's doing his best with what he has out there. people have called the Lakers fraudulent contenders because of their lack of defense. I somewhat agree with that, but they're still like the number 3 or 4 seed in the Western Conference. Luka, LeBron, Austin Reeves, those three playmakers are so amazing. I just don't think they'd have enough defense to get far into the playoffs. But, Luka was amazing. He's always amazing out there. But with that being said, we did a good job on him. Our whole strategy was just every time Luka gets the ball, Stephon Castle just going to press all up into him. Jeremy Sohan got some shots on him as well. We're going to press him out to like 40 feet. If they set a screen, we're going to fight over the screen to stay attached to his hip. We took away his step back three. He's 2 for 9 from three. That was kind of our game plan. Take away Luka's step back three, force him into the paint. Once he gets in the paint, Luke Cornett, Wemby's going to pop up to help. We might even send a triple team at his ass, make him kick out to his open corner 3-point shooters, his open shooters on the wing for threes, and just make those guys try to beat us. They tried, and they shot 9 for 39 from three. We shot even worse from three. We've been off from three as a team for like the past fucking 10 games, it feels like. But, this is what we're going to do to Los Angeles. If we see them in the playoffs, this is what we're going to do again. If they have Austin Reeves and LeBron James, that would make it harder on us. But I feel like we're just a better team than the Lakers. I'm not saying that just as a Spurs fan. I think most people that analyze NBA basketball would say the Spurs are a better team than the Lakers. Again, I feel like they are somewhat fraudulent contenders, but if they made it to the Western Conference Finals, I wouldn't be hugely surprised. Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves, they're just so talented offensively. They can give you a shot in every single game. They can give you a shot in most playoff series as well, but we did a great job defensively. Luke Cornett has 7 points and 6 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 turnover. We love Luke Cornett. I haven't really been mad at Luke Cornett all season long. He just always plays within himself. He's never trying to do too much out there. Keldon's a stud. We'll get to Keldon in a second. Dylan Harper, 2 points, 1 for 6 from the field, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 0 turnovers. He only gets the 19 minutes. I'd like to see Dylan get some more minutes. It's just weird with our guard rotation. It's hard to play Castle and Fox and Harper all together. They're always getting their minutes staggered. I feel like Dylan's been, I don't know if off is the word. He's on a little bit of a cold streak. I wouldn't even call it a cold streak. He's just been so great as a rookie that we expect so much from him. And he's had a couple off games, but I have so much leniency with Dylan Harper's performances because he is a rookie. Where if Stephon Castle has a bit of an off game, I expect, more from Stephon Castle. If De'Aaron Fox has an off game, I'm not going to say it's inexcusable, but we expect just so much from De'Aaron Fox as our leader at the point guard position. But it's all good. Dylan Harper's 1 for 6. He has 0 turnovers. It's all good. I'd like to see him get some more minutes as we get closer to the playoffs, but we'll see. We'll see how we stagger his minutes. We get a Carter Bryant side, and he has 2 points. He has the one dunk where he hangs on the rim and they didn't count the dunk. Carter Bryant's just so fucking excited. Every time he gets the ball, he's so excited to get to the rim. He wants to dunk on somebody so bad. He wants to knock down 3 balls. He's so young and talented and athletic that he's just so excited every time he hits the court. I'm so excited for him. And I trust Mitch Johnson and our coaching staff with Carter Bryant. I've said it multiple times. Maybe I'm wrong. I personally think we should send Carter Bryant to the G League. Go play 20, 30 minutes every night. Go shoot fucking 6, 7, 8 threes every night. Just get comfortable handling the ball. Get comfortable playing with NBA players. They are G League players, but they're still NBA players. And I'm stuck right in the middle. Personally, I think maybe that would be better for him. But our coaching staff obviously thinks it's better for Carter Bryant to play against some higher level NBA players in the actual NBA. The G League is still the actual NBA, but y'all know what I'm saying. They feel like it's better for Carter to play 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes every once in a while and get to play, with our starters, with our bench unit, get to play against higher level NBA players, and our coaching staff obviously seems to think that's better for Carter Bryant's development. So I'm just going to trust our coaching staff on that one. But yeah, I fucking love Carter Bryant. Just lay that thing up next time, Carter. He hung on the rim for that dunk and it bounced around all over and they took the dunk away from him. They probably didn't have to blow the whistle on that play, but it just was the right call, and I love Carter Bryant. Jeremy Sohan, I get so confused about Jeremy. I never thought he shouldn't have been getting playing time. I feel like he should have been getting 10 to 15 minutes, maybe even more every single game. I never thought he should have came out of the rotation. Mitch Johnson decides it's best for us to play Jeremy Sohan less minutes. We're the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. We're one of the best teams in the NBA, and I'm not gonna say, oh, we got to get Jeremy in there when we're the number 2 seed in the NBA. But with that being said, he takes 2 shots. He knocks down both of his threes. He doesn't look like he has any hitch in his jump shot anymore. His three ball, his stroke looks really good. His free throws, he didn't get to the line in this game, but he's shooting his free throws with 2 hands now. He looks much more confident in his jump shot. Last game, this game, as soon as Jeremy's on the court, our defense just ratchets up. He does something that no one else does defensively. He's our most versatile defender. He can switch 1 through 4 pretty strongly. When he's coming off a screen on the perimeter, he can fight through the screen if he wants to. Again, you can switch him onto a power forward. You can switch him onto a point guard. He's probably like our third best defender, to be honest. Wemby, Stephon Castle. Then Jeremy Sohan's probably number 3, and I just don't understand why he hasn't been getting minutes all season long, to be honest. He has 0 turnovers, knocks down 2 corner threes, plays really good defense on Luka Doncic. He did pick up 3 fouls, but he was kind of out there just to be physical with Luka, just to bother players. If y'all saw at the end of the game, he was dapping up Jared Vanderbilt. I thought they were saying good game, but they got into each other's face, and Jared Vanderbilt was mad about something with Jeremy Sohan. And I fucking love it, dude. Jeremy just gets under people's skin. He plays really, really strong defense. And it's probably like a month ago, Jeremy put, I think it was on his Twitter, he said he's in a dark place, but the candle is still burning. So I don't know if that was in relation to him not getting too many minutes. Maybe he's having some off the court issues. It's not really our business, but whatever he has going on with him, hopefully everything's okay with Jeremy as a person, because that's really the most important thing. But maybe his whatever issues he's having, maybe that was the reason he wasn't playing so many minutes. Maybe he's starting to feel better about himself now and start to get more minutes. But hopefully everything is good with Jeremy mentally. That's the main thing. But he seems to be getting into better spirits. Hopefully we can find some minutes to play him, because last season Greg Popovich would always find minutes for Jeremy Sohan, and I think he's just a really strong, versatile defender. His three ball is looking a bit better. When he gets the ball on offense, he had that lob up top to Victor Wembanyama for the one-hand dunk. He's instant chemistry with Vassell and Keldon Johnson, Victor Wembanyama, and when he gets 2 feet into the paint, when he gets handoffs off of pick and rolls and things like that, he makes the right play a lot of the time. He has chemistry with the team, and hopefully, no, excuse me, hopefully we'll see Jeremy start getting some more minutes out there, because I think he has a good impact on the game, especially defensively when he's out there. If he can knock down, he's not going to knock down 2 for 2 every single time from 3. If he can do like 2 for 5, 2 for 6, that'll be more than good enough, to space out the floor. He he looked kind of random spacing wise last game and this game, but I don't think that's so much because of his shooting. It's just he doesn't have chemistry with all those guys out there. But hopefully, Jeremy will start to get some more minutes, because I definitely feel like he helps the team out defensively, and he's a good glue guy on offense as well. Champagny, 0 for 6 from 3 this game. He has 11 points. He has the 9 rebounds. We'll get into Champagny and Harrison Barnes. I usually talk about them together. With Champagny, if his three ball is off, he still gives you good rebounding and he gives you decent defense. Where with Harrison Barnes, if Harrison Barnes' three ball is off, he's not giving you too much outside of his shooting, because he's not a very strong defender. He's not a strong rebounder. Harrison does give us the 6 assists this game, so that was good. He did a good job helping to find his teammates this game, but he is 0 for 1 from 3. Champagny 0 for 6 from 3 this game. Barnes has 7 points. Champagny has the 11 points. Yeah, like I said, Champagny gave us the 9 rebounds, where if Harrison Barnes isn't knocking down threes, he does give us the 6 assists this game, but a lot of the time he doesn't provide that much when he's not knocking down his three balls. I've um I've completely lost. I hope y'all can hear me. I've completely lost all faith in Harrison Barnes at this point. I'm just hopeful and optimistic that he gets his three ball back, but it's been over 12 games, dude. Over 12 games, he's shooting literally under 30%. I'm pretty sure he's under 25% from three these last 12 games. I'm hopeful and optimistic that Harrison Barnes will get his three ball back, but I've lost all faith in Harrison Barnes. To be totally honest, when Harrison Barnes goes up for a wide open three, I don't like to say it, but I don't feel good about his chances to make it. Champagny, he knocked down some threes last game. He had a strong game. He had his 11 for 17 3-point performance. Other than those performances, Julian Champagny's been not as off as Harrison Barnes, but these last 10 or 12 games, Champagny's been probably under 32% from three, I want to say. I'm more hopeful that Champagny will get his stroke back than Harrison Barnes. I partially blame Sean Elliott. Harrison Barnes, he's shooting like 50% from three to start off the season. He's absolutely on fire. Just let that man keep playing basketball and stop talking about him. But I thought it was so stupid when it happened. Sean Elliott starts calling Harrison Barnes Mr. 100%. That's all good. Just call him that. But then you start selling fucking 100% hats and 100% shirts. And now Harrison Barnes catches the ball. Someone probably yells, "Hey, Mr. 100%." He's going up for his shot. I'm not going to say that is or isn't why his shot's been off. Maybe it's just off. It would have been off even if we didn't do that. But I partially blame Sean Elliott for that. Don't let a guy go on a 10-game hot streak like Harrison Barnes had done and then start calling him Mr. 100% and start selling merchandise that says he's never going to miss a three, because I feel like that puts a little bit of pressure on Harrison Barnes. Again, I'm hopeful and optimistic that he'll get his 3-point shot back, but I've lost all faith in Harrison Barnes. I hate to say that, but it's just the truth. And when Harrison Barnes goes up for a wide open three, I'm not confident it's going to go in, to be totally honest. But again, hopefully he gets it back together, but it's been bad lately. De'Aaron Fox, he was pretty cold last game. He was very cold last game, to say it is what it is. He almost closed the game out for us, gets blocked on that mid-range jumper. De'Aaron Fox, I'll probably give it maybe 3 or 4 more games. If he keeps shooting like this from three, I'll be very, very worried. It's probably been maybe 5 or 6 games like this for De'Aaron Fox where his three ball's been off. So I'm still hopeful for De'Aaron Fox to get his three ball back. That's the only thing that's been off for him, really. He's 5 for 14. He takes 14 shots, scores 14 points this game. It's not good. 5 assists, 1 steal, 3 turnovers. De'Aaron Fox is on a cold streak. We'll just call it what it is. 0 for 6 from three this game. He's been off from three probably the past 5 or 6 games, and him missing most of his threes has affected his field goal percentage. If he knocks down 2 threes this game, he has 20 points on 14 shots. So he's getting good looks. He's not taking crazy three balls. De'Aaron Fox has just been off from three. To be honest, we've been off from three as an entire team. So hopefully we'll just get hot again as a team and start knocking down some threes. But even with us shooting, fucking horrible. We're 4 for 25 from three. That's insane. That is so bad. 16%. We knocked down 4 of our 25 threes, and we still beat the Lakers by 16 points. So, there's a lot of light at the end of the tunnel. With Harrison Barnes, it's been over 12 games. He's been so off. I've lost all hope in Harrison Barnes. I hope I'm wrong, but I've honestly lost all hope in Harrison Barnes. When I like to consider us contenders this season, if we're going to be serious contenders, we need to upgrade at the power forward spot or the small forward spot. When we're really contending for championships, I don't think Harrison Barnes is going to be our starting power forward. I really, really doubt that will be the case. So whether we decide to keep Harrison Barnes or not, he'd probably be coming off the bench if we do keep him. I think we need to upgrade at the power forward position. If it pops up and we can get Trey Murphy the third, if we can get Michael Porter Jr., if we can get, there's some other players out there. If we can get one of those guys, that would be the upgrade we really need at power forward or small forward. And Harrison Barnes, he came in, he was a great veteran for our young guys. He did a great job knocking down some threes and making some great plays for us. I'm not saying that we definitely have to get off of him, and I hate Harrison Barnes. I love Harrison Barnes, but if he has a cold streak like this and has again, it's been like a 12 or 13 game cold streak. If he does that in the playoffs, then Sorry guys, but we're probably going to be out of there. Stephon Castle has 15 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block. I lied. He only had 2 turnovers. I love to see that from Stephon Castle. He had the 5 personal fouls. My two main concerns about Stephon Castle, it's not even his 3-point shooting. That's going to come along or not. It doesn't have to come along, but hopefully it will. My main two concerns about Castle, it's always his turnovers, of course, and then his his struggle to defend without fouling. Luka's going to draw some fouls on him. He just plays such strong defense at the point of attack. He's always our number one point of attack defender. So it'd be cool to see him be able to play better defense without fouling so much because he plays elite defense, but he just gets a lot of fouls called on him. So he's still learning how to kind of walk that line where he can play that really strong physical defense without getting called for the foul calls. But Castle was strong in this game. He's 60% from the field, gives us 15 points, only shoots 3 free throws. I don't think he was badly officiated this game. There's a lot of games where he gets the shit hacked out of him and they just don't give him any respect for whatever reason at the free throw line. But this game, he gets the 3 free throws. Stephon Castle had a good game. He's been off. Maybe these past 2 or 3 games he's been a bit off, been a bit turnover prone, but 15 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, only 2 turnovers. If Stephon Castle can give us this night in and night out, we'll take that all day. This isn't too far off from his averages, and I thought Stephon Castle played a really strong game out there. I thought he played great defense on Luka Doncic at the point of attack. And in games like this, when we're playing, Lakers, the Thunder, probably the Rockets, Stephon Castle is probably guarding Kevin Durant in those matchups. When we're playing against just another elite scorer, elite playmaker at the other end, if Stephon Castle gives us 15 points, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, that's awesome. But all we're asking from Stephon Castle in those games is just slow this guy down, slow down SGA, slow down Luka Doncic, and he does a great job of doing that. Moving on, we get to Keldon last. Keldon was a beast out there. Wemby gives us the 16 points. He's 7 for 15. 15 shots for 16 points. Not great efficiency, to be honest, but he gives us the 14 rebounds, 4 blocks, 2 steals, 2 assists. Does have the 4 turnovers. Wemby's still learning how to mesh with all these guys. Him and De'Aaron Fox have only had so many games healthy together, so our whole team is still learning how to be cohesive. So we'll have to live with the turnovers when they pop up, but Wemby plays 25 minutes, 16 points, 14 rebounds, 4 blocks. It was nice to see Mitch Johnson kind of learn from his mistake last game. Wemby didn't close out last game. You can say it's a mistake for Mitch Johnson, but at the same time, we should be able to fucking close out the Memphis Grizzlies without Wemby down the stretch, especially when they're missing like 7, 8 starters, no John Morant, missing so many people, and we just blew it last game. We should have beat Memphis. Hats off to Memphis. They beat us, but it is a mistake on Mitch Johnson's part by not playing Wemby down the stretch. If we play Wemby down the stretch, we for sure win the game, but also we should fucking beat the Memphis Grizzlies without Wemby playing down the stretch. So if you want to say it's a mistake or it's not, I'm with you, but this game, Mitch Johnson made sure Wemby closed out the game. He knocks down 2 big jumpers probably in the last 3 minutes of the game, and felt like we needed him to comfortably close out the game. And he did his thing out there. It's cool to see Wemby ramping up way faster than he ramped up from the calf injury. I don't think Wemby's injured right now. Maybe his knee is still a little sore, but I think he feels completely fine. Wemby will be playing 35 minutes per game if it's up to him, but he just completely trusts the medical staff, just like we all do. So it's nice to see Wemby. He's just a real Spur. We just trust our medical staff. We trust the coaching staff. We trust him, and it's just a beautiful marriage. Wemby is fucking amazing. Keldon Johnson has 27 points, 11 for 13 from the field. He shoots 85% from the field. He's a small forward. He shoots 85% from the field. It's insane. 2 for 3 from 3. I love his shot selection, his 3-point shot selection. If he gets 2 feet in the paint, he's pretty much going up for a shot, and it's probably going in. He's been so great inside the paint all season long. The 6 rebounds, 0 steals, 0 assists, 0 blocks, only 1 turnover. Great to see Keldon taking care of the ball. He's been taking great care of the ball all season long. Past like 2 or 3 seasons, Keldon would be a bit turnover prone. He'd sometimes get tunnel vision, get the ball, and just be driving to the basket, maybe not make that extra pass. He still might do that from time to time, but I say it all the time. He's just so great in his new role. All right, Keldon, he even said it himself, just coming off the bench, try to get some buckets, try to grab every single offensive rebound you can, every single defensive rebound you can, and just fucking attack the rim, dude. 11 for 13, 85% shooting from the field. Just nuts. 2 for 3 from 3 again. Keldon's been so good with his 3-point shot selection, and Keldon's been probably like my favorite Spur all season long. He's always a crowd favorite, always a fan favorite, but he just totally bought into his new role. He's basically a veteran player at this point. He's such a great role model for Harper, Sohan, Stephon Castle, just all the boys, even Wembanyama. To be honest, Keldon is just such an awesome team first guy, and he should be in the running for sixth man of the year. To be honest, because Keldon's been just so amazing for us all season long, but. Great team win for the Spurs. Luka was amazing, being an offensive engine. But we did our thing. We played like we were on the second night of a back-to-back, and we were, but we brought enough energy. We played well enough to win the game, and I thought it was a great team win by the boys. But please like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 7 million subscribers. Let me know what you thought about the win for the Spurs. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.